If you're thinking of moving to Austin's Mueller Neighborhood and would like to learn more about the area, you have clicked on the right video. I'm going to highlight the top 10 local businesses in the community, which, let me tell you, is not an easy feat. There are so many fantastic businesses to choose from. Hi, my name is Kathy Sikolik, and I'm your local realtor with Realty Austin. I specialize in helping homeowners in Central Texas buy and sell homes without the pretense. In today's video, I'm going to show you what I think are the top 10 local businesses that make the Mueller Neighborhood special. I'll start this with a little bit of a disclaimer. These aren't necessarily my personal favorite businesses, rather the ones that I think stand out the most and are worth the trip or the move. For instance, if I told you how often I eat at the Miller Kirby Lane, you'd assume I own stock in that company. But that Austin institution didn't make the list. Rather, these are businesses that I think are worth either making the trip or move to Miller. Okay, let's get into it. This is no particular order, but number 1, Mueller H-E-B. Okay, we're kicking things off by kind of breaking our own rules. While H-E-B isn't a business local to Austin, we're giving the Mueller H-E-B a pass because it's a Texas institution that is not only a great grocery store, but they do a ton for not only this community, but every community they're in. H-E-B is a Texas staple that provides affordable staples to the community. Now, before you say, Kathy, there are like 20 H-E-Bs in Austin, what makes this one so special? And to that end, I will point you to the Main Streat, which is a little food hall within the Mueller H-E-B. The same place you buy your groceries, you can grab a bite from the True Texas BBQ, which is an Austin-based barbecue outfit that was named the best barbecue chain by Texas Monthly. Derry's Roots Chicken Shack, a restaurant specializing in duck fat fried chicken. And this is from the Top Chef's Season 7-star Tiffany Derry. Yumai Japanese Grill, which specializes in rice and noodle bowls and Japanese-style skewers. There's also the Meltery, a gourmet grilled cheese shop. You heard me, gourmet grilled cheeses. There's also the bar at Mueller, serving snacks and shared plates like Texas tater tots and a meat and cheese tray, and a full menu of draft beers, wines, and cocktails featuring Texas breweries, wineries, and distilleries. I mean, where else can you buy a pound of brisket, a duck fat fried chicken wings, a taco, a shrimp skewer, a craft beer, and that inevitable bottle of extra strength Pepto-Bismol? Number 2, B.D. Riley's. What entertains a community better than an Irish pub lick house? Whether you're grabbing a drink or dinner or just want to watch the game, B.D. Riley's is the perfect place all year round. And I mean all year. If you need to escape your in-laws next Christmas Day, BD's will be open with food, drinks, and probably a sporting event that your European friend is obsessed with. And probably some basketball, I don't know. I go there for the fish and chips and the feeling that I'm a true born and bred Irish pub. Because it is. The bar was handmade in Ireland, disassembled, shipped across the ocean, and painstakingly reassembled right here in Miller. BD's is a perfect way for mom and dad to unwind while Junior refuels after an action-packed day at, well, number 3, Thinkery. Full disclosure, I don't have kids, so I don't spend a ton of time at the Thinkery. However, they do host adult nights and other events for grown-up kids every now and then, as well as being active and generous members in the Miller community. They offer over 40,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor interactive STEAM, that's science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, exhibits, and programs for the entire community, regardless of income, mental, physical disabilities, or abilities, ethnicity, nationality, race, sexual orientation, gender expression, identity, or family status. We're going to shift gears a bit for number 4. Locadoro. Were we ranking Kathy's top 10 eateries in Miller, Loca would make the top spot by a mile. While it leans closer to the fancy side of Austin restaurants, Loca is still the kind of place you could walk into off the street with kids in tow on a random Wednesday evening. But honestly, I would recommend reservations and a babysitter. I mean, I know you love your kids, but trust me, you're not going to want to share one of these desserts with them. Hands off. Co-owner and head chef Fiore Tedesco and co-owner Adam Ormond have created not only one of the best restaurants in Miller, but I mean anywhere. The traditional Italian trattoria has won more awards than I have time to mention, which tells you all you need to know about the food. But what I will gush about is Loco's steadfast dedication to prepare all their meals with sustainable, locally grown produce and meats. They also pay their staff a living wage, something that is reflected in the 20% pre-tax hospitality charge on your bill, so check that out. But more so is the amazing food and amazing service you get from a uniquely dedicated staff. I mean, how often do you visit a restaurant these days and see the same staff week to week? And Adam and Fiore are also great guys who go out of their way to do great things for their community. Adam was even one of the co-founders of Good Work Austin, a socially responsible community of local businesses in Austin that support other small businesses while feeding communities facing food insecurity. The Good Work Austin Kitchen provide over 1 million meals during the COVID pandemic from restaurants committed to the safety of their own employees and guests and alleviating the food insecurity here in Austin. Seriously, y'all. I love Locadoro, but sometimes you just kind of want to sit back and be entertained. In that case, my number 5 spot has you covered. Alamo Drafthouse. So they may be national now, but the Alamo Drafthouse is first and foremost an Austin institution. There are other theaters that serve food, but this Alamo Drafthouse has a bar, Bar O Fun, and it hosts all kinds of fun things like karaoke, stand-up comedy, and music acts. Well, they used to host karaoke. That was one of those things that didn't quite survive the pandemic, but maybe I can will it back into existence. That was my favorite. While this might not be everyone's favorite theater, nor everyone's favorite bar, the combination and location make the Mueller Alamo Drafthouse a shining star of the Miller entertainment scene. Movies and or food or drink not your scene? No problem. Miller has something for everyone, like my number 6 pick, Lady Quackenbush's Cakery. Part of the beloved Quack's fleet of Austin bakeries, Lady Quackenbush's Cakery is your landing zone for interstellar baked goods or that morning rocket fuel of caffeine in Miller. Whether I'm looking for a custom cake or a simple drip coffee, Lady Quackenbush's is one of my favorite spots in the entire neighborhood. But if you didn't know, I kind of have a thing for baked goods. See my collection of Kathy Gets Baked Goods videos on YouTube if you're looking for just go down a sweets rabbit hole. Man, now I'm getting hungry. Thankfully, number 7 is not food related. Number 7, Lilla and Beth. This is the quintessential boutique shopping experience for the softer side. The best way I can describe Lilla and Beth is that it's the type of place that makes you say, oh my gosh, they have the cutest whatever. That is to say, if you've got someone who prefers shopping for things like miter saws or drills, you might drop them off at Home Depot, conveniently located just a few blocks away on Barbara Jordan Boulevard, while you get lost looking at things like gifts for kids, sassy holiday ornaments, or that romper that all your friends assume you brought back from a trip to LA. Lilla and Beth is my first stop whenever I'm in need of that perfect cute gift, even of the self-care variety. And what better way to cap off a shopping trip than pop the cap off a bottle of craft beer at our next Miller favorite. Number 8, Whichcraft Tap Room and Bottle Shop. Okay, so this one might not resonate with everyone, looking at the kids in the audience here. But Whichcraft is definitely a Miller favorite. Looking for a place to grab a beer, wine, cider, seltzer, or coffee? Whichcraft is your place. Looking for a place that will impress your craft beer nerd friend while you enjoy a CBD-infused water and a game of Cards Against Humanity? Whichcraft's your place. It's got a great coffee shop-esque feel, only with beer. I personally love to take my laptop there, order a coffee, and a friend-owned Stroop Club Stroop waffle, and get some work done. And then maybe I reward myself with a glass or two of something stronger if that's where the evening takes me. That's the Mueller life, baby. Speaking of the Mueller life, number 9, Colleen's Kitchen. There might not be a more perfect example of the Mueller vibe than Colleen's Kitchen. They describe themselves as neighborhood southern restaurant in Mueller, delivering a refined yet uncomplicated fare available for to-go or dine-in. Not only do they also pay their staff a living wage, they're owned and operated by Millerites. Located in a prime spot on the Paseo, Colleen's is the perfect place for a date, happy hour, brunch, or those random Tuesday nights that require a craft cocktail and fried chicken mini biscuit with a side of people watching from the patio. Colleen Kitchen's vibe manages to blend the feel of an exciting gastro adventure with being at your beloved great aunt's dinner table. Seriously, y'all. We love us some Colleens here in Mueller. And to round out my top 10 list of businesses worth coming to Mueller for, one of the newest additions. Number 10, Veracruz Fonda Bar. I say new, but Veracruz people have been a presence in the Mueller neighborhood in the form of a food truck for years. But the Vasquez sisters' newest brick and mortar, it's located in a primo spot in the corner of Aldrich Street across from Mueller Lake Park, is already one of Mueller's brightest stars. They take pride in using fresh, natural ingredients in everything they make, from tacos to smoothies to kombucha cocktails. And y'all, the vibe of this place is second to none. For real, come try this place now before people like me spread the word too much and it becomes impossible to get into. I can't figure out if I prefer to go there for dinner and a fancy cocktail or breakfast where I can get an unrivaled breakfast taco and an iconic Cafe Lechero. If nothing else, come for the experience of having your server pour the Cafe Lechero and grab a concha to go with it. So that's my list. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, and I'd love it if you'd like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in Mueller, I'm your gal, especially if you're interested in buying or selling a property. You can email me at kathysikolik@realtyaustin.com or call me directly at 512-809-3497. You can also DM me on all the socials. I'm at Kathy Sikolik on Instagram or Kathy Sikolik Realtor on Facebook. Thank you for watching. Till next time.